Hey there, my name is Dov DeKeyser, and this is another Pic It Perfect tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to be going through how to use the patch tool to clean up an image and to keep texture intact. The lesson is the last lesson in a series of tutorials based on an image that I shot for Falafel Salam, who specialize in gourmet Middle Eastern cuisine and are based out of Seattle, Washington. So I'm going to want to get rid of these water spots over here on the top. Then I'm going to get rid of this symbol on the knife and clean it up. And last, I'm going to clean up the cutting board itself, getting rid of all these scrapes and scratches and cuts and making it look a lot nicer and cleaner. So let's get started. I'm going to zoom in by hitting Command plus. Then I'm going to navigate to the patch tool and select it. The shortcut for the patch tool is J, and you could hit Shift J and to scroll through between the other options to get to the patch tool. Now the patch tool is really neat. It allows me to just draw around the area that I want to fix, and then drag to create a selection, and then drag that selection to the area that I want to copy the texture from and the information from, and Photoshop will do a really good job of just getting rid of the large area that I want to fix. And I want you to notice that I'm working in source, and I don't have transparent checked on the top, and that's the way I'm going to be working throughout this entire tutorial. And if you want to know a little bit more about the patch tool, I'll be creating a lesson about the patch tool specifically next week. And notice that I'm just drawing around these areas, and that if I have any sort of like area with complex texture, like where it meets the end of the cutting board, or the lines in the cutting board, notice how I try to align it over here and make it accurate, and that kind of makes it look believable. And there you go. I'm just clicking, drawing around the area that I want to fix and dragging to an area with texture that I like, and letting go. And then Photoshop goes ahead and it just, puts the texture in the area that I'm working on. It's actually a great way to fix and get rid of these large items and problems within my image. All right. So here, let's fix up this area over here. Now I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to use a normal healing brush. The healing brush has quite a few advantages over the clone stamp and the patch tool. It blends texture in and the information in really well. And to use it, all you have to do is hit down Alt to sample an area, and then you just go over the area that you want to fix and draw in. You notice I'm aligning these lines, making sure that they're aligned, because that is a big part of getting it right, is making sure that everything is aligned. Now I try to use as big of an area as I can to fix at once, so I don't get like a mixture of all my edit, so that it doesn't look like I edited it. And that I'm going to do that again. Now often when I have like a line like this, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to sample something on the same line, and then use some way to sort of see where it should be, like this line over here, and then I sort of just take it all the way from the beginning to the end, and it blends the edit much better that way. Okay, so I'm going to just put this on fast forward and speed up the video so that you don't have to watch me healing out everything over here. Now, I just made this mistake like twice in a row. It's important to pay attention not only where you're drawing, but also where your X is, to know where you're copying from. What I mean by that is the little plus or X is the sampled area, and that's the area that you're going to be copying the information from. And you want to make sure to pay attention to not only look at the circle where you're copying the information to, but at the X where you're sampling from, so that you don't make any mistakes and copy from the wrong area. All right, it's starting to look better. Let's leave it at that. I mean, you could fine-tune it and fix it up, and there are ways to make it look better, but for right now, I guess this is good enough. All right, now it's time to fix up the knife. All right, to fix the knife, I'm going to use the patch tool again. That's because it's going to save my texture the way I want it, and it's not going to mess with the knife too much. And it's a way to, as I said earlier, to get rid of these large this large information without too much work and doing it accurately. And you know what? That's pretty much it. After I fix the knife, we're done for today. I fixed the cutting board and I fixed the knife. And I want to thank you for watching Pic It Perfect. I'll see you next week when I actually get into a little bit deeper into the patch tool and explain how everything works and all the options and stuff like that. See you next week, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel right up here on the button that I popped up and stuff. Yeah, well, later.